EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for August 15th, 2023. A little late with the video today. We had a little problem with the recording software last night, so I went to record it. It wasn't doing anything, so that was a problem. But we do have the daily forecast video software back to normal again. I couldn't even do the 45 that Jim Rinaldi does, so we had a big problem. So here's that slug of rain that we had last night, and it wasn't as bad in most areas as thought, and neither was a severe weather. Severe weather was actually non-existent last night. That was I expected some. There was nothing last night, and that was I was trying to talk against it yesterday, but I wasn't trying to talk entirely against it. I mean, that was pretty bad with that how that transpired. But again, when you're doing something at night, if you don't have all the ingredients for severe weather, if you have one key piece missing, it's not going to work. It's just not going to happen. So that's kind of like what the case was last night. And today we have the cold front with that same system, trailing system, that's going to produce the possibility for an isolated to widely scattered chance for thunderstorms today. This is not going to be a huge deal. SPC giving them what they're just due here. They do have a marginal risk over the region, over the majority of the region, except for Atlantic County, Cape May County, and Sussex County, Delaware. Atlantic and Cape May, of course, New Jersey, where they have a slight risk. And the rest of us are in a marginal in the darker green. I don't disagree with this. I think it's possible. I just don't expect it. The activity today is going to be isolated. That's all it is. There's going to be isolated activity. And here's the NAM showing that. Here is the NAM high-res future simulated radar starting off at 2 p.m. The luxury of not having the video software available last night is you have the latest and greatest NAM. You don't usually see the 06Z run, which is what I'm showing you here. But you do have some isolated activity across the interior, across Pennsylvania. You see a stronger cluster in our southeastern areas. This is what the SPC is watching for, those slight risk areas down here. Okay, so a little bit more organized there, as you can see. All right, but in the interior, it's just isolated stuff, and that's it. And probably doesn't really necessarily need a marginal risk up here, but a marginal is exactly that. Okay, so it's not a real big deal. It's isolated activity. Any one of these could produce some locally strong winds, but I just don't expect it, in other words. Okay, and don't expect even the activity. But then that clears out, and we are back to partly cloudy skies here on Wednesday in the wake of this. And actually, the rest of this week looks pretty good. We have another system coming through. This is an association with a trough axis coming in, but there's very weak forcing with it, which is way up in southeastern Canada. This is overnight Thursday night. So again, you got two things working against it. It's coming in overnight, so you don't have very much instability, and it doesn't even show much activity in terms of showers. And maybe across Northeast PA gets a shower overnight, Thursday night into early Friday morning, and then that's it. And then the rest of Friday is becoming partly cloudy. Now, temperatures are going to be kind of like near to slightly below average the next couple of days, okay, and after today. And when not today's going to be 83 to 89, which is kind of near average. We get to tomorrow, we're kind of be sticking in that same range through Saturday. Once we get to Sunday, it's going to start to increase in those temperatures again, and that is because we have ridging moving in. Here's a look at Thursday night when that we have that trough that I showed you that's not going to really do too much. There's a little trough axis right here that's going to try to move in for Friday and Saturday, keeping it a little cooler Saturday yet. And you can see that here's Saturday, okay? But look at this ridge down here. So you can put a big H on this. This is a big ridge and big dome of high pressure that's going to bring some warmth. This is going to expand up into the upper Midwest, but we're going to get into a piece of that next week, and we're going to have, starting Sunday, and we're going to have some warmer temperatures. Here's a look at Saturday. There's sun. See it expanding northeastward. We're getting into the outer periphery of this as we head into early next week. It's going to be a transient thing and only going to last till about Wednesday, Thursday of next week, but we'll have temperatures that are solidly in the upper 80s and in some places near 90, especially in our southeastern areas as a result of that. But we are looking at mostly sunny skies over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday we're going to call it a mix of clouds and sun to round out our 7-day forecast period. We don't see any precipitation coming in at all until maybe you get to the end of the week next Thursday when that heat breaks and that ridge breaks down. So it's going to be a while. So we can take a little bit of break. A lot of you are sick and tired of rain and storms, and I'm one of them. And looks like we're going to have an extended break here for a little while and a chance to dry out. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is your outlook for August 15th, 2023. Have a great Tuesday.